Hey guys. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how I first got into sexual kung fu and semen retention. So in my early 20s, I would say I was very unmotivated, very apathetic. I wasn't really going anywhere in my life. I was just working, minimum wage jobs, and just kind of floating through life. I was drinking alcohol a lot. I was smoking marijuana a lot, and I was just kind of living in a fog. And I lacked ambition. I lacked willpower. I lacked motivation. I had all these dreams and things I would have loved to accomplish, but I just didn't have the energy to do it. I didn't have the focus, the willpower. And so around this time, my early 20s, I had been in a relationship with a girl for about 4 years, and then she ended up cheating on me with one of my friends, and I was really heartbroken. It was a very difficult experience for me, and it kind of put me in a downward spiral. I found myself getting really hooked on porn, because I was in this lonely, heartbroken state, and so porn was like this sort of, I was getting something from it in a way. It was very addictive, and I was just masturbating every day and just draining my life force and just feeling more and more apathetic and drained every day. And eventually I'm like, this really needs to change. So I got into yoga and different practices like meditation, and I heard about the concept of brahmacharya, which is basically an Indian concept for retaining semen, retaining your life force. And it really resonated with me. I just believed that it would be a powerful thing to do, but it was really difficult for me to do it. I really couldn't. I would go about 3 days, and then I would look at porn again and masturbate, and back at square one. And so eventually I got tired of this. I couldn't attract women. I couldn't find a girlfriend, and I think it's because I was just constantly just masturbating and depleting my energy. Because when you're a man and you're constantly ejaculating all the time, you're draining your life force from yourself. And when you retain your semen, or at least start ejaculating significantly less, you start to build up this charge, this sexual charge, and your hormone levels increase, testosterone increases significantly, and you become very magnetic. You become very attractive to the opposite sex. Women just pick up on this, and so I really wanted to be able to accomplish this. So I began studying with teachers in the Taoist tradition. So practices like Qigong, different meditation forms, and working with the sexual energy. So after some time of doing this, becoming proficient in these practices, I found my energy levels increasing significantly, and all of a sudden I had all this energy, I had all this focus, all this willpower, and I was learning to control this sexual energy. I could start to have orgasms without ejaculating, and naturally I stopped looking at porn. I stopped ejaculating all the time, and it was very effortless. I didn't have to try to do it. It just happened because this new practice in my life, I was getting all this energy, just flowing through my body, and I just felt great all the time. So I wasn't in that addictive state of like, I need to reach out to the world to get these things, because I had it within me, and I felt great. I felt centered. And so it was really life-changing for me. And beyond that, all of a sudden I was attracting women like crazy without even trying. And this was night and day from before, where I went like a year without being able to get a girlfriend, basically. And now all of a sudden all these women were attracted to me, and I was like, having to choose wisely, basically. So just so many changes happen from this. And so I see a lot of people, they try semen retention or a no-fap or whatever, and they are not able to make it into a sustainable lifestyle. And I think, or especially people are trying to learn to have non-ejaculatory orgasms, full-body orgasms for men. And I think that the reason that they're not successful is because they're missing out on the foundational practices. It's very difficult to have all these years of, sexual conditioning, sexual habits. You have these certain habits, and you try to change them one day. It's difficult. You're used to ejaculating. You're just used to that pathway for the semen to travel in, the sexual energy. And so when you practice qigong specifically, and different forms of meditation, where you're guiding your own energy through the body, you're creating new patterns within yourself. You're removing old conditioning. You're clearing blockages. And once you do this, it becomes very effortless to start controlling your sexual energy, because you already have this language, so to speak, with communicating with your energy flow in your body. And so that is the most important thing, is to have these foundational practices. And then it becomes very effortless to control your sexual energy, have full body orgasms, and just have this radiant high energy levels, and just become very magnetic and attractive to people. So I've made a course that distills all this information I've learned from years and years studying with all these different teachers. I've taken only the best practices, the most practical ones, for people living a busy lifestyle in the modern world. We don't have time to sit around in the cave all day like the ancient mystics that created these practices. So I've distilled them into a very easy to follow 6-week course that even complete beginners can go through, and I'm very confident that you will see very powerful results from this course. It will change your life, because these practices changed my life. I am a completely different person than I was before. I'm no longer lazy, I'm no longer unmotivated. I have a lot of clarity, a lot of willpower, and I'm able to attract women at this time of my life effortlessly. And so, guys, this course is going to change your life. So I'm pre-launching right now, but you can check out the link below for more information. But basically the price right now is lower than it's going to be because this is the first round of launching. And I know you guys are going to love it. So check out the link below for more information on the course. And there's so much information in the course. There's so many practices that you can use to keep yourself healthy, to have radiant energy, to become magnetic, and most importantly, to have incredible sexual pleasure that most people only dream of. Because let's face it, most people they're getting like a fraction of the sexual experience they could be getting, because people are so unconscious with their sexual patterns. And so many men are focused just on that point of ejaculation, and they're missing out on so much. Like the typical male orgasm kind of goes up, and then you ejaculate, that's it, you're done. Versus the full body orgasms, your pleasure builds and builds and builds. You have these orgasms, and it keeps building, and your pleasure there's no limit to it, basically, when you can effortlessly control your ejaculation, which is exactly what I've created this course for. So anyways, guys, check out the link below. The pre-launch discount is happening right now, and it'll be up for, that discount will be going for about another week. And I have payment plans to make it more affordable for you guys, but you're going to get so much from it. I'm really excited to launch this course, and so I will see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. Have a great day, my friends.